Why, hello, everybody. It's Jamie from Swamp Donkey Gardens. If you forgot, I said I've been on here, I don't know, it's been 2 months since I made a video. But we've had a lot going on here. Uh, which we got the greenhouse up, and we just got lots planted, lots going, it's so we're having so much fun here. I mean, it's a lot of work, but I'm telling you, it's so enjoyable. So if you get to grow your gardens, hit that like button. Send me some pictures of what you're growing, all that stuff. But let's get right into going down to the garden. She's got some cool plants going on. And over here is our mulch and dirt pile. Burn barrel in the back. Here I am. Yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been quite a couple months. The size of this thing, I can't remember the name of it. The thing is huge. Got some daisies and stuff coming up. Lilies, sorry, they're lilies. Yeah, here, let's flip you around and we'll go down to the. Yeah, so here we'll back up. Look at, we got her up. We got the plastic on. We got the walls up. You just you gotta seal the sides, but I'm not gonna worry about that till we're done. Till the end of the year, probably fall. I'll worry about that. There's lots of stuff planted. But yeah, it's got some Racer X and some High Point stickers. But yeah, look at that. I did mostly raised beds. Tomatoes. We'll slow down a little bit. We got some tomatoes trellised up. Oh, there's Kitty. Not supposed to be in here. Kitty. I'm gonna chase him out of here. Carrots. Look at our carrots. They're doing good. We'll come back to all this stuff. We'll start down at the other end. But yeah, here's our workbench. Our grow table. Zucchini. Peppers. There's from the other end. Door open. We'll get back to all those. But let's start on the far end. Strawberries. Let's start out here. You got all yellow zucchini. These ones here are doing pretty good. If you remember last time, this was all just tilled up. I put all my mulch and amended my soil, and these things are doing great. This little one right over here, I planted him late because there was something got to the one, so I planted that late. So but it'll grow up. But yeah, yellows are yeah. Green, I think it's actually Black Beauty zucchini. And here we have lots of sweet peppers, sweet banana peppers, or sweet Hungarian, whichever you call them. These are all Cubanelles, which they're coming along. We can kind of back up and check them all out. And over here, slowly but surely, the habaneros are coming. There's some that didn't make it, some that did. Which I use black plastic or black weed mat. And here's my drip line. I got this whole garden bed is all. I just hook up over here. I'd show you in a second here. Little plum tree. The other trees are doing really well. This apple tree is doing great. All the apple trees are doing great, actually. This one way up front. Let's walk up here quick. That one had a little struggle, but it just took a couple years. I think they've been in the ground for 2 years. Pear trees, which with proper pruning, which that looks pretty cool there, huh? There's sunflowers in the back, they're coming. All lined up back here. Lupines, that's all seed. We'll collect all that stuff and use them for seed, and we'll have lupine seeds for till next week. It's nicely pruned. See if we were going to prune this one. We prune this center one. Make it look like a wine glass. But that looks pretty good. We just got the grass. Looks pretty good. The greenhouse is a lot of work. It really is. But like I said earlier, it's really worth it. It really is worth it. I mean, you'll see some of the growth in there. The tomatoes are going crazy in there. And here, let's start out in the first garden bed. I just made this one. I just made this little garden bed here. There is yellow crookneck squash. I think that's a green zucchini, and I think this is another green zucchini. And then there's peas along the sides, which will all be trellised up. They're all snap peas for a gentleman that gave me some seeds and said you'll grow them better than I do. So, but there they are. They're coming along. They're just starting to grab to the fence. As soon as they grab to the fence, they're going to do pretty good there. Here we got Super Sweet 100 tomatoes, which they're doing good. They got them trellised up, if you can see in there. We got just a single string connected to a trellis for each plant, and then we use these tomato clips, the little white clips there. We use them, and we trim our suckers. Are, like I've said before, you got to trim your suckers if you got indeterminates. But if you got determinate, you don't want to. Like this one over here. This actually looks like a main plant, but it's not. It's actually a sucker, so that'll have to be clipped out of there. But here's our main plant, right there by my thumb. You got some flowers, so we'll have tomatoes soon. Which we got, I think it's 10 foot by 4 foot, and I think we got eight plants in there. And using that trellis system, that usually does pretty good. Over here in the corner we have cauliflower, which this one here, it looks funny, but it's wrapped up. It keeps it away from the sun. It keeps it white. These other ones are past due. They need pulled out. And let's go over here. There's some really nice ones over here. And that's pretty good. Which soon I'll pull these leaves over, like I have that one on the end there, and I'll just tie them leaves together, and it'll keep it white. It'll keep it from going yellow. The sun turns them yellow. And there's another big one going to be there. Another one going to be there. But these other ones were planted a little early, and I let them go. It's the first time I ever grew cauliflower, but they're going pretty good. Over here we have kohlrabi, full thing of kohlrabi, which on the bottom leaves, some of the slugs are getting at them. You can see I have some slug pellets down, which they'll get them in about 3 or 4 days. They'll go back to wherever they hide, and they won't be able to eat. They just something chemically in there, but that's what that is. Slug damage. That ain't gonna hurt. Isn't gonna hurt anything. But there's a little kohlrabi started down there. We got green onions on this side, and then on this side we got red onions. And we got 8 plants of, look at these peppers. They already got peppers on them. They're rolling. They are Infernos. Every one of these plants have peppers on them. Like I said, it's just a good fertilization, good watering, which they're all on a drip system suit too. You can actually see the little bit of the hose sticking out there, which consistent watering really helps. Where the stake is, we got some, if you can see down in there, I can't get my finger over there. There's some cucumbers going up. There's some bush cucumbers here, pickling cucumbers all the way down there. And then where each of them stakes are, well, there's only 2 stakes in there, but here on the edge, I got more pickling cucumbers, or not pickling cucumbers, regular straight 8 cucumbers, which they'll vine up. I'll put some trellis up, like kind of like that. Yeah. And I was doing an experiment, and this is acorn squash, and all the things you read tells you to hill your, if you can see there, tells you to hill your stuff. Every time I hill my stuff, it doesn't do real well. I'll show you the difference between hilling it. See, like that. I mean, that's doing okay. That's doing a little better. That is acorn squash, or no, that's back when it was acorn squash. This is a butternut squash, and I think this is crookneck squash. But this back one here is doing real well. If you remember, this is where this bed is kind of, all this is mulch, cardboard, amendments. There's my sprinkler, another sprinkler for the garden. And here we got beans. I think on this side is yellow beans and this side is green beans, which they'll be, once they start taking, they're just starting to take off. They're being stalled for a little while, but they're taking off. And we got all sorts of sunflowers here. Some volunteer, some not. If you don't know what a volunteer is, it comes from last year, when we had sunflowers planted here last year. And then in the back there was the Infernos, and these are all these ones here, which they're slow, but they're cayenne peppers for hot sauce, which I'm trying to do my own hot sauce, which I did pretty well at last year. I was pretty successful doing hot sauce. We got celebrity tomatoes, more celebrity, which they need to trellis up a little more. They're falling over a little bit, but I'll trellis them up. Which, like, this one's a determinate. I think that's a cherry tomato though, but it's still a determinate. It only gets so high and so big, puts out so many fruit. Celebrities down. Then down at the end here, we got some basil, and then 2 tomatoes that I nursed back. I had a hard time with some of them in some of my flats with the soil, but I nursed those back. These are Cherokee purples, but they're coming. They're coming slowly but surely. Blueberries, which are doing good. We planted them about a month ago, which I got to get rid of that big weed. Look at that big weed behind there. They're doing good. We got a big old cilantro. And down in the corner there's chives. And we got more bush peas, which are coming pretty good. Our grape, which he's just starting to climb. That's what we want. Cherry tomato. Oops, put my thumb over. Another cherry tomato. And there's another one of them Cherokee purples that they're just barely coming along. But they're coming along. They'll catch up. That's a celebrity tomato, Cherokee purple. On this side, oops, go my thumb in. We got propagated strawberries, which every one of those plants, there will be a new strawberry plant, which comes off the mother plant, which actually that's not the mother plant. We got a bunch of oregano. Oregano out the wazoo. This is actually the first strawberry plant that I got planted, which is coming. There's some oregano and stuff coming through there, but all my strawberries that I'll show you here in a minute. That's where they all come from. They came from this plant. Actually, you can see some strawberries out in that one. Big one in the back. There's two right there. If I put them how this pot is down here, this purple pot, if I would do that with this end right here, put it in some soil, that would be another strawberry plant. It would grow roots out of the bottom here, and then that would turn into another strawberry plant, and you'd eventually clip this off and it would be another strawberry plant. That's how you propagate strawberries, and which, like I said, I'll show you. We've got a ton from one, because one turns into two, and then two turns into five, and then five turns into 10, and 10 turns into a lot. We'll pass the blueberries again. Go down to the other strawberry patch, which we picked a bunch of strawberries yesterday, a bunch. And this is all strawberries. Which this side got a little beat up, but we'll pull all our shoots over there and plant it. As you can see, there's one right there I just planted yesterday, which they'll fill in strawberries. Oh, let's go back out here. This is the other side of the greenhouse. And we got potatoes, lots and lots and lots of potatoes, which they're doing really good. They've already been hilled. I hilled them up already, which they might need a little drink. This one's getting a little droopy. Yeah, they're doing real well. Excuse me. Red potatoes. We enjoy red potatoes. The sun is down. And then, which of those will be future doors of the greenhouse. Big doors in case we need a tractor in here. And this bed is some lovely spinach, and it's doing, I just planted this probably about 2 weeks ago, maybe a little sooner. It's doing good. We got some sunflowers in the back. I just planted sunflowers all over the place there, kind of like basil, which we'll get a back view of this. That's all lettuce, which the front, this is all leaf lettuce. This is the real green stuff, or the light green, and then there's some crimson in the middle there, well, in between the leaf lettuce and that, which that's also a leaf lettuce. And then there's butter crunch, which is a bunch of butter crunch, which you can see a volunteer tomato in there. This kind of came up. It's like I said, that's basil. Yeah, there's all the butter crunch, the leaf lettuce mixed in there. Lettuce is small. The seeds are small, and what you can see over here, the crimson. This is some more crimson crunch. I don't know if you can see it, but it does have a crimson to it. Kind of a purple, almost. It's delicious. And there's some more leaf. And once we open the garden stand, that'll all be ready to go. And see, I did not hill this. This is just a raised bed without sides. And if you can see in there, we have a female flower. Two, actually. There's one there and one there. And there's some green zucchini. And there's another green zucchini, which here in the next couple days, that'll almost be ready. More green zucchini, in which they're not hilled. And then ones that you can see in the background there, way down here, they're not hilled. That's not hilled. I just don't have luck with the hill. Oh, I forgot about this big fella. It's going to be a mammoth. I'm going to see if I can get it up to the roof. Or at least up to that rack. And here's my watering for my lettuce. It's kind of a mist. It's kind of mist down over the whole thing. It's kind of a project. And here we have tricolored medium hot banana peppers. They're medium. They're not hot. That's a jalapeno. All these ones here you see are all jalapenos. Habanero besides the weed. These are sunflowers. There's some more basil. And there's 1, 2 volunteer tomato plants and the carrots. The carrots are all doing really good. Oops, there I go with my finger again. Yeah. And here's our kind of just a storage table for all our stuff. In our fertilizers, we use 20-20-20. Sometimes just 10-10-10. Sometimes 5-24. Something like that. These are super sweet 100s also. The cheese tomato plants are just, they're doing great. They're trellised up. They've been trellised up for a while. What you need to see how the bottom is here. It needs to be, all these leaves need to come off from here down. I don't want nothing touching the, but there's some tomatoes on there, which they've been pollinated. That's another side. There's another, that's a 10 foot by 4 foot. That's got 8, maybe 10, I don't know, tomatoes in there. We'll keep them strung with a trellis. We can usually pretty good. And which show you the difference of them, the Cherokee purples from outside to inside. They all started the same, which they were really tough. They were not doing good. And these ones are doing really good, which you're going to need trellis here soon. Which is nice to have the greenhouse. You have all sorts of trellis. The reason the red watering can's in there, it's got holes all over it, so I just stick the hose in there and it kind of sprinkles all over the place. Kind of water with it. And we got some peppers. These were the first peppers that I planted of the year. First plant of the year. They got hit with some frost. Which they're just now starting to throw some flowers and get a little bigger, which they are hot wax, regular old hot, not mild, hot. And there's some more them are mortgage lifters, which are doing pretty good too. Which these mortgage lifters are known for. See how this one here is. See how it splits off. It's got one main stem over here and one main stem over here. They fork off. All of them do that. I don't know why. I mean, I pruned my suckers, which, like I said, I'm gonna come in here and these next probably 6-7 leaves up, maybe not 7, but at least up to this little node here, like right here. I'll trim all these leaves off so nothing's touching the ground and it gets some good airflow. But yeah, we can thank Art Heary & Son, best furniture store in the world, for the flooring, which most of the flooring is cardboard, but they gave us some samples in which they work wonderful in here. Wonderful. So we've been going for almost 25 minutes. Let's flip here. Okay. All right, we're back. So yeah, we've been going for like 25 minutes. That's kind of the tour of what I got planted. I got a lot planted, which once, like I said, once we open the garden stand, this is all nice to have farm to table stuff, you know, fresh vegetables. And we have a lot, you know. And I was thinking today, the only thing I don't have really, that I wanted to plant that I forgot to plant is radishes. What are you gonna do? I'll have to get some seeds and plant some radishes. So let's end the video here. Like I said, don't forget to like the video, subscribe. Lily. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I guess until we have another video, and once we start harvesting stuff, we'll start, you know, having some more videos and stuff like that. But again, hey, thanks for watching and have a great day. Later.